Sounds like Chica has been rummaging. Oh no.
Salvageable parts, but you're breaking it.
With a bag of disappointment. Water for one. Can you stop doing that, please?
Dude, that was my chips.
I'm trying
Oh,
to.
my chip.
I'm trying to record this for the quality assurance thing because of beta testing. Okay. So, my name is Nate. I'm the third beta tester to work on this game. The other two, they haven't been able to get in touch with them, but hopefully nothing's wrong. In the room, helping with quality assurance is Slug and a guy that I call Dave because I refuse to use his actual name. And they said to just clear the data from the previous beta tester and start over because they added some things.
Huh.
Think fast, Chuckle Nut!
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience.
It's so
Fazbear
bright.
Entertainment is excited to join
Ah,
the
they really
digital
should
age.
not have done
And
a
what
bright
better
light.
way to do that than with an
Oh,
edge of your
God.
seat virtual reality
I am sorry
experience.
for you.
I feel like I've been flashed.
Hey, we can bring that up. If that.
Yeah, I guess we can.
We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something
that
of
down.
a bad reputation over the last few decades. And while it's true that some stories
the
associated
fuck is
with
that?
our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of
is
them were
that?
total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic. Lawsuits pending. But we aren't above laughing at ourselves.
Yeah, no, they must have been a lunatic to come up with that shit.
That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game. In the
Who
hopes
made
that
that?
we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you, as well as your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares.
What the hell?
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. It's mostly just legal mumbo-jumbo. You acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is
no one
responsible
actually
for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world
I'm
manifestations
pretty
of
sure
physical
even
characters,
worse-
nightmares, night terrors, night
Did you hear what he just said?
How the fuck would your consciousness transfer?
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience. Use the console in front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences
don't-
available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available.
I still
You'll see
hear it,
plenty of
but
familiar
it's not there.
faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment, and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible for real danger. Please make a selection from the virtual menu.
I wonder what the other gifts are. What was that?
The thing that. Oh, there's a tape in there. I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
What the fuck? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think
repairs, I
these
guess?
Are you good?
I was choking on my chocolate. Oh.
That's what you get.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective
I'm
sockets.
looking around for more of this weird
First,
thing.
firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
His left,
So
not your
it'll be
left.
this one.
Great job. Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your left. Well done. Now, firmly grip Bonnie's right eye and carefully remove it from its socket. Deposit the right eye in the cleaning. Good job.
Hands are not
To
very
open
steady.
Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on either side of Bonnie's jaw. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking button inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe to enter calibration mode. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job.
All right.
Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both
Add
eyes in
the
the
eyes
same
in
order that
order?
you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day. Well done. That concludes your parts and services task.
God,
See
can
you
you
next
imagine that
time.
coming down on your hand?
Oh, that'd be awful.
That'd be a tough.
Oh, it's one of the little bobbleheads that they were making. They made that horror attraction.
I didn't hear it.
Are you not paying attention to the news?
Congratulations.
Place
It appears
burnt
you have
down
been
before
granted
it could
access
open.
To additional holiday content. Press the special
Damn.
button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween
Any idea what the
hub.
cause was?
Keep in mind that this
They
DLC pack is nothing
couldn't
more than a festive
tell.
holiday-themed add-on, which has absolutely
They
no
thought
it was
hidden
faulty
intent or
wiring,
purpose. So have fun.
There wasn't anybody
So-
in there to, like, be.
In case of no one really knows. It could have
Yeah.
been faulty
Welcome
wiring,
back
could have
to
been
parts and service.
could have been a
We've had
accident,
customer complaints about Chica's acrid
you know,
smell.
reason, could have been
Sounds like
insurance
Chica
part,
has
could
been
have been
rummaging
anything.
around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's
Yes,
exterior
yes, it did.
and place it in the refuse bin on
Awesome.
your right. Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant-grade chemi. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
Why is this thing so fucking big?
Well done. Oh no, it looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray.
Yeah, no,
Do
it
not
turned to
let
look
the
at yeah.
infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button another push as needed. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Please place the cupcake on the plate. Customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging. Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation.
Alright,
Return the
where are you
cupcakes
going?
to Chica's
Careful not
plate.
to panic. Careful not to panic.
Great job. Chica is ready
Stay there,
to
you
serve
little fuck.
pizza and hugs to the kids again. Take a complimentary slice of pizza for a job well done.
Hey, think she would like any?
Probably.
Go on. Take it.
Oh, they got me a card.
Eat it. Delicious. See you next time.
When that pizza fell out of my hand, I thought I was gonna have to do this again. God, okay. You wrote those.
This
You wrote
time.
you wrote those bugs down, right? Though.
Who is that?
I think this was this the main one that was supposed to be at that sister location.
I wouldn't know.
Well,
I don't think much was made public about that place.
I remember that
Congratulations. It appears
was
you have
like
been granted
one
access to
party
additional
before
holiday
it
content.
opened
Press
to
the
like test
special
things,
button in
and
the
it
candy
closed
pail
immediately.
to enter the Halloween hub.
Some kind of gas
Keep
leak.
in mind that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on.
I was doing
which
a little
has
bit of
absolutely
research.
no hidden intent or purpose. So have fun.
Fair enough.
Because I find it interesting.
We all have our own vices.
You know, I explored an abandoned Freddy's a few months ago.
Welcome back to Parts and
It's fucking
Service.
creepy.
It looks like one of our guests left a. Freddy's got good job. Now
weren't any
place the hat,
animatronics,
and
though, it was
while
just-
we're at it, let's make sure there isn't anything else. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it in the lost and found bin. Good job. It appears there is a
That's a
child's
recycling
shoe
bin.
wedged behind Freddy's music box.
Yeah, that's the
The
joke.
music box must be removed before you can access the. Carefully place the music box on the work table to your left. Great job. To reset the safety latch, now remove the child's
Grab the
shoe
shoe
and place
while
it in the lost and found bin.
Resetting.
Well done. Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity, and we'll call it a day. Oh no! You seem to have mishandled Freddy's music box. This is not good. A replacement may be found on the work table. Crisis averted. That concludes your time in parts and service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
What the fuck do you mean?
You broke the music box.
The music box was already
That'll
broken,
come
its
out-
lights were red.
Yeah, but it would have still had like salvageable parts. But you break the.
You want a bag of
had no.
disappointment?
How many calories does that have? 850 per serving.
I think it's one serving per bag.
It's one. Yeah, it's one serving per tasty item.
Wait,
That's what it said.
does that mean like each chip?
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted
Is that the
access to
entire bag
additional
or
holiday
per
content.
bit?
Press the special button in the candy pail.
Well, that's
to
not
enter the
disappointment
Halloween
at that
hub.
point. That's Paula Dean.
Keep in mind that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive.
Let's do Foxy this time.
Welcome back to Parts
know why-
and Service.
well, I never really
Foxy has
frequented
been out of commission for quite
location.
some time. This series
I don't
of
think I've
simple
ever
repairs
frequented
should
one.
return him
I
to
think you're
full
older than me
working
because
condition.
I didn't
First,
like even have the
carefully
chance
pick up
to visit
and
one
place
that was
Foxy's
in,
head on his
that was still in
endoskeleton.
business.
I mean, it went out of business soon after I visited, but I don't
Oh no,
ever.
it looks like
Hey!
Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place. Good job. Foxy has regained control of his legs. A gentle
I'm not
reminder,
sure if I
it is
want him to
recommended
have
that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. Well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. Fix both fuses to continue.
Blue, green,
Blue, green, blue. There.
trying to keep an eye on him. Like I was told to.
Good job. Retrieve Foxy's eye from drawer number 3. When Foxy's eye patch is fully
There it is.
open, place. Well done. This concludes all your parts and service tasks.
Are you sure you want to
Cove
look
can now
away?
be reopened.
I stopped thinking
No,
about it.
Alright, what?
Bonnie bites. Berry.
How much calories does that have? I
berries
got
and
it.
chocolate.
Alright. Honestly, for basically what would be a breakfast bar, not the worst thing.
I don't think this is a bar. You ever like seen those like packets of like little like gumballs shaped airheads?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what those are.
Congratulations. It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday.
If you little
No.
closer.
Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the.
Not doing that. I'm not dealing with that. No. I refuse.
No, no. I'm not even sure what that is.
Write it down. Creepy glitched out
Yeah, creepy ass. Brad.
out Bonnie fursuit keeps staring at me. Write that down.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Vet Repair.
Alright.
Fazbear
Yeah.
Entertainment prides itself on having the most comfortable facilities. Each facility
Creepy
is set
ass
to a
Bonnie
perfect
look like
72
staring at me in the
degrees
central
all
hub.
the time.
Found another
Oh.
4 active indicator
Hey.
lights mean we have a well-functioning ventilation system. Your headlamp should protect you from any
Let me
critters who may have stumbled into the
sit in the
ducts.
office chair. that
As
we
a
have in here.
certified vet technician, you should need no instruction. However, in case of an emergency, it is important to remember that as the vet technician, you should never, under any circumstances, attempt to.
What?
What?
The fuck was that? Where? What the hell? The fuck?
Blue, red.
I thought this was gonna be chill. What the fuck?
A perfect 72 degrees. Good job. See you next time.
Fuck you.
Hey, were there any coins in there?
I don't think there were. I think it was just the tape.
Weird tape?
Yeah, the glitchy, like, cassette tape. Meat bites. Extra large.
So, pepperoni balls.
I guess.
12 servings per.
12 servings per container. Serving size 1 tasty item. So each of the things, each of the 12 things that are in this bag is 160.
Or 160 calories. That thing could feed you for an entire day.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Congratulations. It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday
You know,
content.
hey, out of curiosity, I
Press
haven't
the
seen
special
it,
button
but
in the candy
what does that
pane
lever
to
do?
enter the Halloween hub. Keep
I
in
don't fucking
mind
know.
that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on,
Flip it,
which
but-
has absolutely no hidden intent or purpose. So, have fun.
Hey,
I didn't think it was possible to make a fucking Freddy's more creepy.
hang on. Not only is that, but there seems to be additional games that you gotta unlock. 5, 4, 3,
Hello?
2, 1.
Can you hear me? Don't exit this room, okay? This
sit in
isn't a
the chair.
mistake. This room isn't a mistake. I had to hide these logs away from the core gameplay files, in a place that only a beta tester would look, and in a place where the files could be protected. I just really hope that the next development team finds this before the game is released to the public. This game has some kind of malicious code in it that we haven't been able to fully contain or even understand for that matter. We're over budget and out of time. But that's not the reason that we're shutting down. Listen, I have to keep this short so the file size will be small enough to fly under the radar. There are more. They may not be in order.
Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Uh,
7, 8,
No.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 tapes.
I saw it for the
Oh.
first time today. There was a character I couldn't make out who it was, standing at the end of the hall. I thought it was just bugged out, so I made a note of it and kept playing. But then it was looking in the window, and not like Chica or Bonnie would. It was like it was actually looking in the window, seeing what I was doing.
Okay.
I heard a pretty heated conversation this
How
morning
far?
between Dale, our manager, and someone else on the line. It really feels like this project is in trouble, in no small part because of the lawsuit, I'm sure. There has to be a lawsuit, there's no way there isn't. It happened in this building just a few doors down from me. I think it's made worse by the fact that Jeremy tried to tell us something was wrong. But as a dev team, we all just saw it as a challenge to find what the problem was and fix it. Who could have known that? I have to go.
What happened?
Have you ever heard of a guillotine paper slicer? It sounds made up, but it's an actual piece of office equipment. I didn't even know we had one in the supply room.
I think I'm getting an idea of
I
what
guess
happened.
they're more common at businesses that do a lot
Something
of
happened
graphic
with the
design
fucking paper
work.
cutter, didn't it?
I remember seeing one when I was still in school.
You gonna
And
attack
even
someone
then,
with a paper
I knew how
cutter?
dangerous it looked. I was always
Or
afraid of
someone
losing a
injured
finger.
themselves with a paper
That
cutter.
seems so silly now.
If
Jeremy
you
used
mention
to do
injure
design
yourself,
work.
that is your
I guess
own
that's
damn
how he
fault.
knew it was there.
Might be the point.
The drawers have been emptied out. Someone was here. I don't think it was spring cleaning either. No, there was plastic on the floor. Someone was definitely here during the night. It had to have been the client. I mean, they sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation, told us to scan it, said it would expedite the process so we wouldn't need to program any pathfinding ourselves. It was a budget thing, I guess. It was just junk. Circuit boards and things like that. Looked pretty old. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it. It seemed to take hold by itself. Things started changing.
That's not concerning.
But then, he started appearing.
What?
At least that's what Jeremy said.
So you mean that rabbit we've been seeing?
Yeah, probably. And I don't think that's good.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub. Keep in mind that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on, which has...
Let's do Bonnie again, I guess.
Huh.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated.
What
First, we must
the?
access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets. First, firmly grip Bonnie's left. Great job. Deposit the left eye
So
and
it's
well
exactly
done.
the same.
Now, firmly grip Bonnie's right eye. Deposit the right eye in the cleaning. Good job. To open Bonnie's fit. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking
so
button inside
we're gonna have to
Bonnie's
take
secondary
both of them
throat
first.
pipe
So
to enter calibration
Blue
mode.
is first, so blue is 1. I think green is second. Red is third. Yellow is 4th. Orange is 5th. So take note of that.
Okay.
And then let me know once you've gotten that, so that we don't have to try and do this.
Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then well done. That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
That's not a weird ass mode at all.
Fuck you.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional
I think
holiday
they're just
content.
supposed to be harder versions of what I've already done. I think this is hard
Back
mode.
to parts and service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell.
Fuck.
Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right. Good job.
So
Make
I
sure
already know what
Chica
to
is
do.
not hiding at. Oh no! It looks like avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper
I feel
arm,
like the main thing
hand,
is
and
you
cupcake.
cannot
Oh no!
hit.
It looks like the chemi spray is no longer effective. To combat the infestation, pick them off by hand if not. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate.
I got you, you little shit.
Great job. Chica is ready to serve pizza and hugs to the kids again.
Fuck you.
Take a complimentary slice of pizza for a job well done.
Want pizza? I'll give you a slice of pizza. Being a good sport.
Go on, delicious. See you next time.
Weird.
That's awful.
That one just had. Yeah.
I saw the thing fucking flash.
Congratulations.
Oh, God.
It appears you have been granted access to additional...
Not dealing with
Oh,
that.
God.
He's getting fucking closer.
Welcome back to Parts and
not
Service.
What the
It looks
fuck?
like one of our guests left a personal item on our star. Freddy's got a good job. Now place the hat in the... While we're at it, let's make sure there isn't anything else stuck in. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it. Good job. It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child. Carefully place the music box on the work table to... Great job. To reset the safety latch, now remove the child's shoe and place it in the lost and found bin. Well done. Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity and we'll call it a day. Oh no, you seem to have mishandled Freddy's music box. This is not good. A replacement may be found on the work table. A slow and crisis averted. To close, that concludes your time in Parts and Service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
God, these ones are just difficult to see in.
This is awful. I hate it. It's so weird. Lemon bar. That's 850 calories. How do you fit that many calories into something that's that small?
Congratulations. It appears you have
Make
been
it
granted
out of,
access
like,
to additional
pure
holiday
fat.
content.
I'm just gonna stop looking.
And even that
in the
wouldn't
direction.
work.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been out of commission for quite some time. This series of simple repairs should return him to full working condition. Oh no, it looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning.
Oh, great.
It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait for Foxy's legs to stop moving before inserting the control fuse.
Okay, so I gotta be careful.
Good job. Foxy has
Can't put it
regained
in while
control of
it's
his
blinking.
legs. A gentle reminder, it is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. Oh, well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. Fix both fuses to continue.
That's not it.
Oh, it is.
That's not any of them.
What?
The inner chest is red center. The outer chest is
Blue.
green center.
It's blue. Okay, it's this one.
Blue, green, blue. That's for the inside.
This one's for the inside. Just gotta shove it in there. We need blue, green.
There. Back left.
Good job. Retrieve Foxy's eye from drawer number 3.
What eye color
The Foxy's
does he
eye
have?
patch is
That.
fully open. Place
Orange.
it. Well done. This concludes all your parts and service tasks. Pirate Cove can now be reopened.
Too bad.
Fastball. God. Why did I agree to this?
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub.
Okay, so that's
Keep
everything
in
that's in
mind
here
that
for
this
now.
DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on, which has absolutely no hidden intent or purpose. So, have fun.
The fuck is Ennard?
Ennard. Who the fuck is Ennard?
I don't fucking know. I've never
Welcome
heard
to
of an
Circus
animatronic
Babies Entertainment and
that
Rental.
they've made.
It has been
named
0
Ennard.
days since last incident. Emergency ventilation repairs
Fucking
may be
skip.
necessary.
Just take me down to where I need to go.
Motion trigger. Breaker room.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Third one.
Well
Fourth
done.
one.
Oh, this is even better. That one.
Well done.
I think this one's next. Oh, hell. That one.
That.
Well done.
This is the fucking thing. What the hell? I'm still going down?
What's that?
I was just adjusting the headset. The... What is this shit?
Motion trigger. Secondary service elevator ventilation shaft.
He's gonna kill me.
Well done.
Fucking release me. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm still going farther down. How the fuck does it keep following me and we see all the god things?
It looks like it's made of fire. So.
Yeah, but they're like all tangled together and it has enough like form to be able to stand up. The fuck? Are we in the fucking boiler? Oh god.
Motion trigger. Boiler room.
Well done.
Okay, I think I just want one. Uh-huh. Okay. I got it. Oh, I see you.
Well done.
I see you, funny man. Right there. Can't wait till we sit on this fucking thing. Huh?
Well done. A perfect
It was
72 degrees.
in there.
See you next time.
I think I incinerated it. I'm happy. Perfect outcome for that fucking thing. Fuck off. Ugh.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub. Keep in mind that this DLC pack is nothing more than a festive holiday-themed add-on.
If I remember anything about FNAF 3, then the first night's just sitting there.
Huh.
What?
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We
The
found
hell?
some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right
Point.
now. So, let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week,
Set tape.
so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches on fire. When the place opens, people will come in at the opposite end
That's
of the
awful.
building
Why is-
and work their way towards
Why are
you,
these vents so
past you,
massive?
and out the exit.
Horror
Yeah,
attraction.
you've officially become part of the
Or
attraction.
action.
You'll be starring as
It's
a
terrible. I
security
hate it.
guard. So not
It
only
is.
will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or
But
makes
you
it
didn't
out
see
of the
anyone
corner.
there.
But you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think. Now let me tell you about what's new. We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old school, metal though. Watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically just, you know, flashing lights and spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to suit you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So, we're gonna take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right.
Wait.
Just click that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to
Oh, I remember that Easter egg. Can you look up the color code for purple?
We may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional.
Hex code?
I wasn't
Yeah.
joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important
And then read it to me from the end to the beginning.
Look, this place will give you the spokesman.
So, not from the hashtag type, but the
You'll
other
start
side.
seeing some
Yeah.
crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing.
The hex code is apparently 0, 8, 0, 0, 0, 8.
I have a 9. I have a 3x3 grid.
Is there a specific purple?
Look up FNAF 3, purple code. We might have to play this again, because I kind of want this secret without having to be fucking chased.
Oh, 3, 9, 5, 2,
Okay, so
4,
3,
8.
9, 5, 2, 4, 8. I don't think I hit those in the right order. 3, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, I don't think I'm hitting those in the right order. I almost fell. That must be fun to watch, is me fucking lose balance and almost fall over. It's bad. Butter for one.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the
No, that
candy
one.
pail to enter.
Okay,
Weird.
3, 9, 5, 2, 4.
Hey, glad you came back for another night.
We did it.
I promise it'll be a lot more.
Hey!
So it is one chance. I have one chance to do it correctly. If I fail, then it's fine.
And we're out tracking down a new lead right now.
Yeah.
So, let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything
The chair
works
just rolled
and
off the
nothing
mat
catches
that
on fire.
we put in
When the
here
place
so it
opens,
could roll.
people will come in at the opposite end of the building and
Okay.
work their way toward you, then past you, and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction.
Okay, moving on.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted
Fuck
access to
you.
additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter that.
Thing's creepy as shit. It just stares.
Hey man, okay, I have some awesome news for you. First of all, we found some vintage audio training cassettes. Dude, these are like prehistoric. I think they were like training tapes for like other employees or something like that. So I thought we could like have them playing like over the speakers as people walk through the attraction. Dude, that makes us feel legit, man. But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one.
I don't know why I'm enjoying.
Gotta go, man.
Okay.
Well, look, it's in there somewhere. I'm
I was
sure
having
you'll see
fun,
it.
but
Okay,
I guess
I'll leave you with some of
we
this
can't.
great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man. Hello? Welcome to your new career as a performer/entertainer for Freddy Fazbear Pizza. These tapes will provide you with much-needed information on how to handle/climb into/climb out of mascot costumes. Right now, we have two
Is he gonna go in the event this time?
that double as both animatronic and suit. So please pay close attention while
So he just
learning how
moved from the
to
start
operate
location.
as accidents/injuries/death/irreparable
time.
and grotesque maiming can occur. First, we will discuss how to operate the mascots when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk towards sound cues.
What if I play this? Can I play the sound in the vent?
And making sure the
Probably can't.
animatronics stay where the children are for maximum entertainment/crowd pleasing value. Change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic parts around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fastened tight to ensure the animatronic devices remain fixed. We will
Must be
cover this
fun
in
being
more
stuck in a
detail
corner.
tomorrow's session. Remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy
You see that,
Fazbear's Pizza.
right?
Yeah,
That thing caught
yeah.
my eye. I'm not gonna. It's just sitting there. It's probably like.
Yeah.
I remember they jump scare you if you look at them. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Man, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, if it wasn't, he'd have a direct line to me.
Whoa, no, that's a brutal one, man. Like, yeah, it's not hard to avoid. Like,
This is like the actually best strategy for this. Just keep him trapped in this corner.
yeah, because that vent only goes in one area.
Yeah, and it seals.
Granted, it goes to your office.
Yeah, but as long as I have it sealed, it's not that much of an issue.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you have it sealed, kind of stops being an issue.
FNAF 3 was always the easiest one.
That is what happens to this new one page.
This is even easier in VR, because I don't have to fucking look at the panel to use it. The maintenance panel.
Oh god, yeah, poor thing.
Like, that was the hardest part of FNAF 3 was working out when was best to use the maintenance panel to fix your shit. Because you'd literally be stuck looking at it the whole time while it was fixing stuff.
Yeah, but now you don't even have to glance in that direction.
I don't even have to glance in that direction, I can just keep my finger there. So one thing. These two cameras, 9 and 10, are connected to two vents. One, the Cam 10 vent takes them straight to my office. Cam 11, or not Cam 11, Cam 9 takes him straight to either right outside of my office or into the arcade area.
So
corridor.
very dangerous area.
Yeah, it's dangerous to have him up here, but as long as I'm keeping tabs on him, he's pretty much stuck. Da, 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 da. That weird glitched rabbit looks like that fucking thing. The spring trap
does.
suit.
Think there's any correlation?
Well, I think I remember reading that they found a old, broken down Spring Bonnie suit for that location before it burnt down. The horror attraction.
Ah,
So that fursuit might just be of Spring Bonnie.
Congratulations! It appears you
I
have
still
been
don't like
granted
the fact
access to
there's a-
additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter.
Go Night 3 will beat the shit out of a robot.
Hello?
Move fast, don't you? You broken down
Hello,
fucker.
hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit. It may take a few moments. Position your head and torso.
Those spring lock suits were death traps. I remember like reading the
Try not to nudge or press against any of the spring locks inside the
oh yeah.
Not
I
touch
didn't
the
like
spring locks at any
you
time.
sweating.
Do not breathe
Set
on
up
the
off.
spring locks.
if they were
Avoid
poorly
removing them
maintained,
and
which
cause them to
most of
break
them
loose.
were poorly
In
maintained.
case that the spring locks come loose while
Because I
you're
remember
wearing
reading
it,
about a Honda
try
spring
to
lock
maneuver
failure.
away from populated areas before bleeding out.
I'll
That
be
does
in
not
that.
ruin the customer experience. As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated.
It was survivable
Every
though,
location is built with one
depending
extra
how much of
room
the suit you had
not
on.
included in the digital map layout
Where,
program.
No matter what it is,
This room
yeah.
is hidden to customers.
Yeah, it'd fuck you up real bad, but depending on what you had on, it was survivable.
Smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's pizza.
Thought those were a good idea.
Hello?
That vent seal. The fuck is up with these weird, like, phantom things of previous animatronics?
Loose.
Hi.
Maybe.
Hi.
You want to calm down on the?
I do not.
Hello?
This is the safest way. So just spam that shit. Come here. Wait, where'd he go?
Hey, you got that one. That's a bit of an annoying point to get.
Ugh.
Hi.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's a bit of an annoying point to get. Because you gotta get jump scared for it.
I think it's by a phantom though, specifically.
Yes, because you gotta be a hallucination.
4 a.m. One isn't even that stressful.
Yeah.
Like, poor bastard. Can't even, How many times are you gonna go through the vent before you realize that it's gonna stay sealed the whole night?
Unless you give them a reason to unseal it, it's not gonna get unsealed.
Okay, I ain't gonna let him come after me.
Hello? Hi. Hello?
I love having the office chair for these sections.
Yeah, you don't have to stand the entire time.
Yeah. Maybe we should write a note about that and have like a in the like recommendations, have like an office chair in the room while you're playing.
Probably wouldn't be an awful idea. Yeah, I'll put that in the recommendation.
Boom. Woo.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional
he's not
holiday
here at the
content.
moment.
Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub.
Night 4. Okay. Plan. I immediately check the cameras and try and keep him from moving too much. Cause last time he had already moved. Stay here, you fuck.
Hello. There's been a slight change of company policy concerning use of the suit. Don't.
Oh, that's amazing advice.
Unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple and simultaneous
That's an amazing policy.
The company has deemed the suit temporarily unfit for employees. Safety is top priority and great
Temporarily
unfit. Why the classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location while being looked at by our technicians. Until replacements arrive, you will be expected to wear the temporary costumes provided to you. Keep in mind that they were found on very short notice, so questions about appropriateness/relevance should be deflected. I repeat, the classic suits are not to be touched, activated, or worn. That being said, we are free of liability. Do as you wish. As always, remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's team.
Hello?
The funny thing about the fandoms is I just have to ignore them. Like, don't look at Freddy,
Yeah.
don't look at Foxy, swap cameras when those things show up. Just... Oh,
You were saying?
I tried to switch, but I couldn't hit another button fast enough. Ventilation error.
Hi.
I just threw a cup at Foxy. And Foxy's gone.
The vent.
Huh? What do you mean? He's just there. It's sealed.
Yeah, but you can hear him in there.
Yeah, well, he can't get through. As long as he's planning on staying in there, I'll just pay attention to this camera.
I mean, it's not like he has anywhere else to go from there. No?
It's 4 a.m. He's just sitting there. Okay, there he is. Also, the camera in this is so much cleaner. Like, it's really easy to find him. In the flat screen version, it's fucking like blurry as shit. You can't see anything through the static.
Just
Stay there. It's 5 a.m. You can try. Make an effort. It's so easy.
yeah, disappointingly easy.
Nah, that's about as easy as I expected it to be, considering what. Fucking cupcake. Fuck off.
Congratulations! It appears you have been granted access to additional holiday content. Press the special button in the candy pail to enter the Halloween hub. Keep in mind that this DLC pack is nothing.
Night 5, let's go. And he's gonna be like halfway across the map the moment I load in. Yep.
Hello? Hello? This is just a reminder of company policy concerning the safe room. The safe room is reserved for equipment and/or other property not being currently used and as a backup safety location for employees only. This is not a break room, should not be considered a place for employees to hide and/or congregate. And under no circumstance should a customer ever be taken into this room and out of the main show area.
Hello?
Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved and would like to remind employees that this costume is not safe to wear under any circumstances. Thank you, and remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Okay, I got him in the corner. Now it's just keeping him there. Fucking building's on fire. You tried.
Fire!
Okay, Foxy's